to the Tcbarterdotcom YouTube channel. And this is the show where we talk about the green team. We like to start out, we like to start out over here on, get myself organized here. We like to start out here checking out the Dow Jones. Can you guys see the screen there, Harris?
No, not right now.
Okay, let me go ahead and get it shared better then. How about now? There we go.
Yep.
So I like to start out and check out the Dow. It's down a touch, but really that just means it's going sideways for the day. It's not up, it's not down much. Same as NASDAQ, less than 1%. So things are kind of going sideways. That's good. They're not going down. Let's check out the crypto world. The crypto world is down for the last 7 days, but in the last hour, in the last 24 hours, it's starting up. So, of course, you like to always hear me say, well, if it's starting up, it ain't going down. Just like if it was still going down, it ain't going up. If it's going down, it's probably going to go down some more. For me, that's not a good time to buy. But what I'm looking at here is something that's down for the week. It's cheap, but yet it's starting up. So that says to me, in my mind, for myself, that it might be a buying day. So if we also go look at the smaller tokens, if we go over here to the Ethereum list on DEX Screener, DEX Screener, DEXscreener.com, a great place. We click on volume and see what's got the highest volume on Ethereum right now. And that is, let's see, am I in the big coins? Because this doesn't look right. Let's see, volume. Huh. Where's the big ones? I must have it filtered to trending or something like that. Where is the button to get out of the trending? New pairs ranked by row. Here we go. Ranked by trending. How about ranked by volume? There we go. So now we're into the real ones. So this is the volume of the bigger ones on the Ethereum network. So what we're looking for is the trend. Is everything going down, or is it steady, or is it going up? So when I look at this list, in the last 5 minutes, in the last hour, in the last 6 hours, it's trending up. Even in the last 24 hours, it's trending up. Remember, we saw over here that for the last week, they're down, but they are trending up right now. So that's, again, a buy signal for me. If it's trending down, it means, to me, it's probably going to go down some more. So why would I want to buy right now and try and catch a falling knife? I would wait until it's not going down anymore. In fact, it's starting to trend up. So again, another signal that it might be a buying day for me. I like to look at the Pulsechain network because the fees are a lot lower. Let's go look at the Pulsechain network, and I'll rank it by volume. So these are the biggest ones in terms of volume on the Pulsechain network. Why Pulsechain? Because the fees are lower. It's compatible with Ethereum. It runs on the Ethereum virtual machine. It's compatible with it. You can carry it in your MetaMask just like Ethereum, pretty much just like Ethereum, except lower fees. So that's why I like it. But just looking at this, in the last 5 minutes, some of them are down, but yet in the last 24 hours, they're up. So, a little bit of a danger sign. And even the big boys, Bitcoin and all that, are not going up. They're just kind of going sideways. So that says to me it's a maybe day, because in the last 5 minutes, these on Pulsechain are going down, but overall for the day, they're still up. So it's kind of a mixed, maybe be cautious, maybe buy a little bit for me today. So I told you the show is about the green team. Well, what in the heck is the green team? Well, the green team is a group of people that concentrate on one particular token. If a whole bunch of people are watching one particular token and they've kind of made an agreement among themselves to buy it when it's red, buy it when it's down, it helps it go up, obviously. So if we go over here and look at the token that's been picked for the green team, for this particular green team, I suppose there could be other green teams. This particular green team that we are promoting is for ETHTC. ETHTC. It stands for Ethereum Trade Credits. It started out on Ethereum, but because the fees were higher, it's now trading mainly on Pulsechain, but it's still Ethereum compatible, which means that it can ride on Pulsechain. It can be in your MetaMask wallet and so on. ETHTC. So what's it doing? Well, in the last 24 hours, it's up. Remember, the goal of the ETHTC green team is whenever we see it red, those of us that are on the team, we try and buy a little bit to try and help it stay green. Why? Because our goal is to have it average 2% a day increase. So some days down, some days up. But because of the team concentrating on one particular token, we together try and help it average 2% a day. If I put in $100 by buying some ETHTC on one of the decentralized exchanges, and if the green team is successful at averaging 2% a day increase, my $100 after 37 days will be worth $200. And in fact, if that keeps up, it doubles every 37 days. After a year, that $100, if the green team's successful, is going to be worth a portfolio value of $135,000. And the other part of the green team is that as a group, we agree among ourselves that when the token's way up, we're not in the selling mode. We're in the mode to transfer it to another account by spending it. In other words, if I have $100 worth that's changed into 135,000, if I go try and just sell that, dump it, it's going to cause the price of the rest of my tokens that I didn't sell to go down. It's going to cause the tokens of all the other green team members to go down. So as a group, we agree with each other voluntarily to two things. When it's red, we buy a little if we can, and we're not using our mortgage money, we're using our fund money. And when it's way, way up and we've changed $100 into whatever, 135,000 perhaps, we're not out there dumping it, we're out there spending it. Well, where do we spend it? How do we do that? Remember, when you spend, you're not selling, you're just transferring it from one account to another. If I buy a car from you, I transfer it to your account, and that doesn't affect this price over here at Deck Screener whatsoever because I didn't sell it. Where's my cursor? There we go. That's why this is up in the last 24 hours, because people are buying it and they're not selling. They're waiting for it to increase in value so that they can eventually spend it. $100, if we're successful, becomes 135,000 in spending value after a year if the green team achieves its goal. Again, here's an example of why not to sell. Let's say I've got $10,000. I started out with $50 or whatever. Now it's worth $10,000, and now I want to get $500 out to go pay my credit cards. Well, when I sell $500 worth, you would think that I have 9,500 left in here, but I don't, because I sold, it made the price of the other ones that I didn't sell go down in value. Because whenever a crypto is sold, that's the only thing that can make it go down in value. Somebody's selling. If that's me and I sell $500 worth, instead of having 9,500 left, I might have 9,200, 9,300, or maybe 9,000, depending on the liquidity that's available. So if I can instead take this $500 and buy something with it, go buy some restaurant gift cards, or go, pay my dentist or whatever, then it's not going to change the value of the 9,500 that I have left. I still have 9,500 because I didn't sell it. I just transferred it to another account. Well, if the whole idea is to buy ETHTC, join the green team, hopefully it increases an average of 2% a day. When it does, heck, if I put $800 in here, and we average 2% a day, after a year, that could be $1 million in trade value. Can I sell it for $1 million? No, for two reasons. First of all, I would destroy the value of the other ones that I didn't sell. I would destroy the value of the other ones that the green team didn't sell. And secondly, there's not enough liquidity that you can't sell it for $1 million anyway. So when I got $1 million worth of value here, what am I going to do with it? Well, I could spend a little bit every month, leave the $1 million there. Let's say it's only going up 2% a month by then, in a year from now. That's still $20,000 a month that I have that I can go spend. True, I could sell it, but if I do, I don't have $1 million left anymore. It makes the value of my $1 million worth that I didn't sell go down. It makes everybody else's go down. So the trick is, if I'm participating with a green team and I'm loyal and patriotic to the green team, when I have a whole bunch of it, I don't sell it. I start spending it so that it doesn't affect the price. Well, what can I buy with my $20,000 a month? Well, I can go over here to Deck Screener and I can click on ETHTC and I can slide down here and there's a whole list of websites where I can spend my ETHTC. Oh, I don't have to sell it. I can spend it. Here's a website I can go to where people can advertise that they want ETHTC, cars, gift certificates, admission tickets, real estate. You just have to go over here and see what's being advertised available. There's a website here with a whole list of different websites. Trade for advertising, trade for vacations, trade for whatever. Okay. And there's another one called Tcbarterdotcom. If I go here and sign in, Tcbarterdotcom, look, one of their announcements is you can buy TCs at Tcbarterdotcom with ETHTC. So once my $100 worth becomes $135,000 value, I can trade that $135,000 value over here at TC Barter and get 135,000 TC. Well, what's the advantage of TC? First of all, it's off the blockchain, so there's no transaction fees. There's no advertising fee to advertise here at TC Barter. It's private. Blockchain transactions are public. TC transactions are private. And the most wonderful thing about it is, let's say I change the $100 into 135,000. Once I transfer it over to TC Barter, or whatever portion I transfer over, is no longer fluctuating in price. It's not subject to a dip of whatever, it's stable. Everybody at tcbarter.com accepts it as a buck. So I stabilize it. It's private now. There's no gas fees now. There's no transaction fees. There's no advertising fee. Well, that's pretty cool. So I might want to transfer some or all of my ETHTC over here after it goes up in value so that it's stable, it's private, and I can go see what I can buy with it. And I'm not destroying the price for myself or the other green team participants. What is this TC barter all about? Well, there's 4 ways that you can acquire TC. TC is trade credits that you can spend at tcbarter.com. You can cash them in, or excuse me, trade them in for advertising. That's what they're backed with. Or you can trade them in with anybody else on here that's advertising that they want some. You can also place your own free listing here and earn some TC yourself. Instead of trading your crypto for it, you can also just earn it. Advertise that you'll do auto repairs, advertise that you'll do roofing, dental work, eyeglasses, sell a car, boat, vacation rentals, real estate. So you can earn it or you can buy it with TC. Now that you've got some TC, you can trade it within this group without any transaction fees, without any advertising fees. You can also place your products and gift certificates and pledges on consignment in the TC store. You can also earn some TC by referring people. You get 10 TCs for each person you refer that uses your unique referral link, and when they put in a complete listing that's got a verified email and so forth. So here's where you get your invite a friend link. You go over here, invite a friend, click this, copy that, send them that link, or show them this QR code. When they sign up using your link, you earn 10 TCs. Well, okay, I got these TCs that I either earned them or I bought them with my crypto. What can I do with them? Well, here's a whole list of restaurants where I can spend them. I can call up DoorDash anywhere in the United States, and they'll bring me the food, and I can pay for the delivery fee and the food with a DoorDash gift certificate that I can buy from tcbarter.com with TC. So you don't pay TC to the DoorDash guy. He doesn't know what it is. You buy a DoorDash official gift card from TC Barter using TC. You can also go to IHOP nationwide and pay with one of their gift certificates. When you go to the cash register, you pull out the plastic card that you bought from TC Barter with your crypto or with your TC, and you just swipe it through the credit card machine just like a credit card. You've seen gift cards that you just swipe through the machine. There's also, let's see, DoorDash, Uber Eats. There's movies, Cinemark, movie snacks and drinks, bowling, Planet Aquarium, Off-Broadway Theater, Top Golf. Here's Subway sandwiches nationwide. You can get �𝐃𝐨𝐧'𝐭 candy nationwide, R&R barbecue restaurant, et cetera, et cetera. So that's just one thing. There's also a marketplace here where people are advertising that they want ETHTC or TC, and you can see what's available here. There's over 2,000 people advertising in here, showing what they have and what they want. There's 3 different ways to trade on Tcbarterdotcom. You can trade with your ETHTC. You can trade with TC that you either earned or bought it with crypto. You earned it directly or you bought it with crypto. Or you can even just do direct trades. You know, I'll fix your plumbing if you fix my electrical. I'll paint your house if you fix my roof. You know, you can do direct trades here. Again, there's no advertising fees. There's no transaction fees. There's no barter fees. It's not a barter exchange. It's just a directory of people that are willing to buy, sell, trade. So if I want to get some ETHTC, how do I do that? Well, I can either start out at Coinbase or Kraken and buy some and then transfer it over to MetaMask, or I can go to metamask.io. Let's see, I can go to metamask.io and I can download MetaMask. Let me get logged in here to MetaMask 1 second. See if I did that right. Oops. Okay, what is wrong? I'll get in here. Should have done it before. Okay, I'm in. Let's see. Okay, can you guys see that? Yeah. Okay. So how do I get some of this? Well, I either buy it at Coinbase or Kraken or a centralized exchange, and then I transfer it over to my MetaMask wallet, or I can go directly to the MetaMask wallet and just buy some. So when you open up your MetaMask at first, it's on the Ethereum network. So when you buy some Ethereum, which is what I would suggest that you buy, if you want to, transfer it over to ETHTC eventually, you can just click buy, put in your credit card, and buy a couple $100 worth of whatever you want right here within MetaMask. And then you also have to go to Pulsechain.com and get this set of information to put in your MetaMask. It's called the RPC. And so you get this information, put it in your MetaMask. And once you do that, now you have not only the Ethereum network in your MetaMask, but you also can click up here on the corner here and click on Pulsechain. You've also got Pulsechain in your network, in your MetaMask. So get some Ethereum, get Pulsechain into your MetaMask, and then you can go to pulsechain.com and you click on bridge right here, and you can transfer your Ethereum from the Ethereum network over to the Pulsechain network. Okay, when Ethereum's on the Ethereum network, it's called ETH. When you bridge it over and transfer it over to the Pulsechain network, now it's called Ethereum from Ethereum, but riding on Pulsechain. And Ethereum that came from Ethereum network is now riding on the Pulsechain network, where the fees are a lot lower, is now called WETH. So once you bridge it over, you wait about a half an hour and it'll show up in your MetaMask wallet. And let's see if I have any in this wallet. Looks like we do have a little bit of WETH in this wallet. This is a demonstration wallet that I use, to show how to buy, etc. So what we can do now that we've got some Ethereum that's on the Pulsechain network, and we've changed the symbol up here from Ethereum over to Pulsechain. I'm in the Pulsechain network, and I have some WETH. When you do this for the first time, the Pulsechain network will give you a little bit of Pulse tokens, which is what's used for gas on the Pulsechain network, but they're so cheap. It costs maybe 2 cents, 5 cents, 15 cents to do a trade, whereas over on Ethereum it costs $2, $5, $15. It's a lot more. But if you want to, you can trade some of this WETH and get a little extra pulse. You'll start out with maybe $1 worth of pulse or something like that. If you want to get yourself some more, you can go to any of the exchanges. One of the ones I like the best is Piteous.io, app.piteas.io, app.piteous.io. And you can take some of your WETH that you've got, and if you want, you can trade for a little extra pulse if you think, if you'd like to get some. And that's a good idea to have, maybe $20 or $50 or worth of pulse in your account instead of just $1. This account has $100 in it, as you can see. And on the Pulsechain network, that's what's used for gas to buy and sell any of the crypto. But what I have is WETH, and what I want is ETHTC. If I don't see ETHTC on this list, then I go over here to Dex Screener and click on any. I can just search for ETHTC. If you're on Dex Screener, just search ETHTC and find any one of these pairs, click on it, and then slide down here and look for the word pair. Don't get that one. Don't copy that one. Go down one line where it says ETHCC. Make sure you get the one that ends in number 7 Alpha Charlie 8, 7 AC 8. Click copy right here. And then when you go over here to Pitius, you can say, okay, here's what I want to buy, and just paste in that contract address. What did I do? I probably hit paste twice. I screwed up. Let's see. Hit paste once. There we go. Now ETHCC shows up here. So I can trade my WETH for ETHTC. And let's say we go by 0.05. Let's do $77 worth, which is 0.05 of an Ethereum. What Pitius is doing right here is it's looking all around. There's a lot of different ways that ETHTC can be purchased with any of these pairs. You know, you can use dollars, Ethereum, Hex, Pulse, etc. And so what this is doing is shopping around for me among those pairs to find the best deal. So I've got to connect my wallet. And now it said that it found here's the best way to do it. You see this pop up. It's going to change some of it from WETH to Pulsex, and from that to ETHTC. Some of it's going to do another way. Some of it's going to do another way. It's going to find the best deal for me. There's another exchange that I like to compare to called 9mm.pro, 9x.9mm.pro. And I can connect my wallet here. This is just another decentralized exchange, a place to buy, sell, trade. So I'm going to put in WETH up here as what I'm spending. And I'm going to put ETHTC down here as what I'm buying. And I did what, 0.05 was it? Okay. So now it says finding the best price. It's looking at all those different exchanges to find the best deal. So what it found was it's going to give me 16.560, and this one's going to give me 16.587. So Pitius is getting me a better deal. It's getting me more ETHTC for the same 0.05 ETH, 16.593, and compared to 16.560. So Pitius is my best choice. It's showing me how it's going to do it. I can click swap, confirm swap. And what I'm doing here is I'm laying away some ETHTC for myself, and at the same time I'm helping the ETHTC price maintain help to try and maintain our goal of 2% a day. So we just spent $77. Let's see, where is the sheet? Right here. So if I put in $77 here, why am I doing this? First of all, remember, I'm just using fun money. Remember, I've got a job. I've got a little bit of savings. My credit cards are up to date. I'm making payments on some real estate. Maybe I've invested in a little Bitcoin, but now I have, a couple $100 fun money. Here's $77 fun money. This is not money that I need to take out next month to pay my credit card bills. This is money that I'm going to try and leave in for a year and see if it turns into $100,000 worth of restaurant gift cards, maybe a used car, whatever I can buy with my $100,000 worth of value a year from now without selling, but by spending, not selling. So that's what I'm doing. $77. If it's successful, I just got myself $100,000 worth of potentially restaurant gift cards and vacation rentals, et cetera, et cetera. Of course, I got to wait a year, and I got to wait and see if the green team's successful. But if it is, what's the most I can lose here? $77, right? How much am I risking? $77. Am I risking my credit card money, my rent money? No, I'm risking my fun money. I got fun money, $77. And I'm going to try and get $100,000 worth of spending over here at Tcbarterdotcom or at tctrademark.com. Another website is called tctrademark.com. Let's see, tctrademark.com. Look at this, 2,600 people are advertising that they want to buy, sell, trade, and many of them are listing, look at this, ETHTC on many of them. Some of them just want to trade directly or straight across restaurant gift cards. You give me restaurant gift cards, I'll fix your car. That's okay. You can trade straight across. Or many of them will accept the ETHTC, which allows you to spend instead of sell. So what did we do? We bought a little bit. So what did that do to our chart here? Well, look at this. In the last 5 minutes, it went up 0.17%. That was us. That was $77. Made it go up in the last 5 minutes a little bit. And yes, we are averaging our 2% a day, so we're okay. And so, do I have another $77 fund money? Well, I could or I couldn't, right? Just depends on how much I want to stack up towards a year from now, right? For me, $100,000 with a fund, that's pretty good for one day. So that's the story. When you go to pulsechain.com, there are some fun websites. I like pulsechain.com. I like the Pulsechain network because it's lower fees. I can go here to Pulse for it's plsfolio.com, plsfolio.com, and slash ecosystem. And look at this. This is all the stuff that's going on Pulsechain. 4 different kinds of wallets you can use. Here's the aggregators. That's what we're using. We're using Pitius and we're using 9x. I don't know why they don't have Pitius on this list. Oh, they do right here at the top. Pitius and 9x. These top 2 are the ones that I use to compare to get the best deal. So it's a whole ecosystem. We do invite you to email us and let us know if you want to be offering your auto repairs in the TC barter system, or you just go to Tcbarterdotcom and sign yourself up. It's free. Put in there what you have to trade and what you want. Put in there if you want some TCs or ETHTCs. Maybe you want dental work. Maybe you want eyeglasses. Tell us what you have to offer, and it's completely free. You can do direct trades with no transaction fees. You can pay with ETHTC, and of course you still pay the normal Pulsechain blockchain fee if you're doing that. Or if you want to get private, so it's not on the public network and there's no gas fees, you can trade your cryptocurrency or do some work to earn some TCs itself. So that's the show for the day, basically. Anybody that's listening have any questions, just speak up. Otherwise, I want to wish you a happy day. We're here about 8:15 a.m. Mountain Time nearly every day. Or you can go to our YouTube channel, tctrademart.com. Spell out the .com, tctrademart, DOTCOM, on YouTube. And of course, we're on Twitter and Telegram also. But I want to thank you for coming, and I invite you to think about joining the green team. Think about sticking in your own $77 and see what happens. Thanks a lot for coming.